आश्यात देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद Hare Krishna. Everybody raise your hands. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's do it 3 times, okay? Everybody raise your hands up and say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, Hari Bol. Okay, so here last week we did a very beautiful pastime. Does anyone remember what was it? Okay, Anish was there last week, Janav was there last week, I guess. So remember we did the story where we've learned that Brahma has actually stolen the friends and the calves of Krishna. Remember that story? Remember? And then what we have learned through that story is that Brahmaji was trying to trick Krishna, right? Brahma was actually trying to trick Krishna. And he was just for a moment, he thought it just for a moment for him that he would trick Krishna and see what fun it would be. And to understand, he was not even ready to accept, no? Initially, when he got to know that it's the cowherd boy who is killing the demons, and he's like, who is this cowherd boy? Is it really Krishna? Let me go and see. And he was trying to speculate. He was trying to do his mental speculation. And he stole all Krishna's little calves and all of his friends who were so dear to Krishna. That's why Krishna did not like this. And Krishna, what he did when he came back and he saw that the same calves and the same friends which he has stolen from Krishna are still there in Vrindavan, and he was so confused. He was thinking that how is it possible? The same boys are there who I have put them to sleep, and the same calves are here, and they are also there. So he was very confused, and he asked, and he understood, basically that, oh, this is my Krishna, this is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I went wrong here. And he was just trying to do what he was trying to act was through his mental speculation. And so with this particular Leela, we understand that if Brahma, who is the father of everyone, right? He's the creator. He was given the position of being the creator, right? So if he can go wrong, what are we, right? So we do not have to understand Krishna by our own whatever theory, we have to understand Krishna only how our Acharya says, and only how our Shastras, our books, our, what Srimad Bhagavatam says. So this is how we should always try to get close to Krishna and not through our own mental speculation. So after that Leela happened, after a few days have passed, Krishna wanted to take charge of something very new. And he went to his mother and he said, Maya, you know what? Now I think I am so ready because I am now growing up and I have attained the age of Paudanga. I'm sorry. Okay. So he says that I'm now Paudanga age. Paudanga age is where the kids are between the age of 5 to 10. And before that, he was the age of Kaumara, where, until the 5 years, the kids are called as Kumara. And after that, till the age of 10, they are called as Paudanga. And he's like, now I think I'm ready to take not just cows, but cows. So you have to give me that duty. And Mother Yashoda says, oh no, you're so small. You will not get this duty that early. And of course, Mother, because she was reluctant, because she would think, that if Krishna takes cows, the cows would be taken a little up on the hilltop and not just on the ground, just like how they would take the calves. So it would take a lot of time, right? Going and coming back home. So Mother Yashoda was not ready, was not at all ready for that. So she was trying to stop. And then Krishna, as our Krishna, was being, little hutty, and he says, no, 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 I want to. And then also, I heard in one of the lectures they say that, he also wanted to spend some time with his father. Yeah. So Mother Yashoda said that, you cannot do it immediately. So what you have to do is you have to first shadow your father. So do you all know what does mean to shadow someone? Do you all know, Prisha, Anish, do you all know what it means to shadow someone? No. Okay. So to shadow someone means to see what they are doing. So like, for example, if I'm cooking something in the kitchen and I want my daughter to learn the same thing, okay, the same recipe, what I will ask her to do is to be with me, okay, to be with me, to understand or to observe what I am doing and how I am doing. So that particular activity is called as shadowing. So he was also asked to do that, okay, for a few days. And then they performed a very beautiful puja, which is called as Gopashtami. They performed, which just happened a few days back, right? And then after that, they were giving the full-fledged responsibility. Krishna, Balaram, and all the other associates of Krishna who has attained this beautiful age where they say they are Paudanga. So they were giving the charge of taking the cows for grazing as well. So they were no longer the little boys who would take only the cows. They were officially this time the Gopas, Gopas. Go means what? Cows, right? So Gopas, someone who would take care of the cows. Now, it so happened that one such day where they were taking the cows for grazing, and they let them free for some time. They were relaxing. See now here, they were taking all the cows and all the cowherd boys who were actually Krishna's friends. They were taking, when the cows were busy grazing and drinking water and from the river and all. Now these boys would sometimes play, sometimes just relax, sometimes have their meals, enjoy the very beautiful pastimes. Now this time what happened was they were relaxing. They were relaxing, and see who's relaxing the most here, if y'all can see, is Balaram. Do you all see Balaram? Who is so white, so fair, so effulgent, right? Do you all see? Anish, Prisha, do you all see him? Okay, Janav, do you want to be on the video, beta? You can. Okay, so here, Krishna is, serving his brother so wonderfully, so beautifully. See, he's pressing his lotus feet and he's actually saying, oh, brother, you are so good. You're so strong. And do you know that all the demigods come to take your darshan? Do you even have an idea about it? And then he was saying that, see, look around the beautiful Vrindavan, look at the trees, the huge trees here, and they're trying to bow down. They're actually bending down. And Krishna is inferring this bending down of trees and saying that, they're bowing down and trying to touch your lotus feet. And in this way, he's trying to glorify his brother. He's actually showing him that, you're so strong, you're so merciful, you're so good, and all of those activities are happening where he's trying to actually pump him up for something which is going to happen in the story further. Okay, and then hearing to this beautiful words, the friends who were with them, and this time, they had three special friends. Of course, all the friends are friends there, but three very special friends' names have been mentioned in the books, in Srimad Bhagavatam in the Krishna book, which we are following. And do you want to know the name of the friends here? You all can unmute, beta. Do you wish to know the names of the friends here? Okay, and would you be able to repeat the names after me? Yes. The first name is Sri Dhama. Do you want to repeat that? Sri Dhama.
Sri Dhama.
Yes, and the other one is Subala.
Subala.
And then the other one is Stoka Krishna.
Stoka Krishna.
Yes. So all these three friends, along with the other friends, are all there. And now this time, thank you, Jana, for coming on the video. Thank you very much. So now they're all here and they're also started to glorify both the brothers. And at the same time, Krishna is also glorifying his brother. And he's saying that, look at those trees which are actually, bending down at your lotus feet as if they need, your blessings and all. And he's saying that, it so appears that they're trying to get out of the darkness, because it is said that trees are always in darkness or in the mode of ignorance because they do not have the active consciousness as we have, right? We understand Krishna is God, Krishna is so merciful, but trees doesn't have that active consciousness to understand. So they're in the mode of darkness or in ignorance, right? And they say that, living entities in the mode of darkness obtain the bodies of the trees, just like how we have learned in the story of Damodar. If you guys do remember that, the two divine brothers, Nalakuvera and Manigriva, were made to what trees by Narad Muni as Arjuna trees, because they were in the mode of ignorance at that time, right? So Krishna is trying to convince his brother for something, and in turn, his friends are convincing both the brothers and saying that you guys are so powerful. Oh, my video is off. How do I do that? Okay. Yeah. So both the brothers are being convinced by the friends now, and they say, Krishna, Balram, this is of course a very beautiful place. Vrindavan, of course, is beautiful. The trees you're glorifying are beautiful. Everything is so beautiful here. The cuckoos, the peacocks, the lotus flower, everything is so special about it. But do you know there is one beautiful place here which is called as Talavan? What is it called? Talavan. Tell me, repeat that. Talavan. So they are saying that, there is a beautiful forest named Talavan, and it is so big. It's so beautiful with like long and tall and big palm trees. Tala means palm. So that's how the Talavan got the name as Talavan. This forest got the name as Talavan because it is a place where you would see all the palm trees and of course the fruit trees, which bear such sweet aromatic fruits. But they're saying that, it's so unfortunate. It is so unfortunate that everyone who passes by this Talavan get the beautiful aroma, but they never get to, even taste one single berry from here. So it is so sad about it. And this is how they're actually discussing and saying this. And Krishna is like, why would that be happening? Because if there is a forest, if there is a tree, and if the tree has fruits, anyone who goes by, of course, want to have that thing. Why not? So they are saying that, there is a very big demon here. There's a very big demon. And what is the demon's name? They are saying that the demon's name is Dhenukasura. What is the demon's name, Anish?
Dhenukasura.
Dhenukasura. Yes. And they say this is basically a demon. And now, of course, we know that demons have a mystic powers. They can assume any shape, any form they want. So this particular demon has assumed the form of an ass, and that's how he got the name as Dhenukasura. And they say that's not just one Dhenukasura. There are so many of his friends who have the same form, who has the same shape. And Dhenukasura doesn't allow anyone to enter this forest. He thinks this forest is his own, he would not allow anyone. And they're like, now you two brothers, you two are the divine brothers, you two can do anything. And of course, with Krishna, they know that, Krishna though can do anything. Nothing is impossible for Krishna, right? When I was small, it's so funny. When I was small, we used to write in our books, impossible. And then we used to write, I am possible. If you break the first two letters, you write I and then M and then possible. It would say, I am possible. But now at this age, I think that, there are certain things which are really impossible. To think of these beautiful pastimes and think, even if I was close to that beautiful pastimes happening, I would be so dead scared about it. But for Krishna, impossible, there's nothing called as impossible for him in his dictionary, right? Because he's Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the boys knew exactly this thing. So they were so assured that Krishna can do this thing and he can slay this Dhenukasura also. But Krishna wanted Balaram to do this. Krishna actually wanted Balaram to do this thing. Till this time, we have seen that all the demons were slayed by Krishna, but this time it is going to be Balarama's turn. Okay, it is going to be whose turn? Janav, whose turn?
Balaram's turn.
Yes. So they say, okay. And the reason why Dhenukasura would not allow? Because he was selfish. He was so selfish. He would not eat. In one of the lectures of Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he was saying that he was so selfish. And because he was a demon, he was also vegetarian, right? Does demons have fruits and vegetables? In the mode of ignorance, they would only eat something which is non-veg. He would just eat whatever animals or something else, but not fruits for sure, right? And he was so selfish, he would not eat himself and he would not even share that with anyone. So that was the selfish nature he had. So now how to go in and do something and, so he gets agitated and they get to slay him is the story form starts here. So they get charged up with the words when they are being praised by their beautiful friends, and both the brothers, along with the friends, they enter this beautiful place called as Talavan, and it was definitely one of the most beautiful places they have seen. Giant big palm trees, the beautiful aroma, lovely aroma. Sometimes when we bake something or cook something, it gives such beautiful aroma, right? And have you all ever visited any farm, like for strawberry picking or something? Have you all ever visited? You get into a different mood, and you would love to see close how beautiful the berries are. The ripened one you would take. Similarly, they also wanted to do that. So they entered, but Balaram, what is his strength? He has such amazing strength. And as elephant would, move the trunk of a tree, he started to do that. And now with that huge sound, Dhenukasura, who was deep into the forest, he understood that someone has entered my place. I was like, this is my place. Who's entered my place? So he got very, very agitated, and he came. And what he did, can you imagine what he did? He tried to kick Balram because he saw Balram doing it, right? So he tried to kick Balram on his chest. Is that good? No, right? No. So the first time that happened, Balaram was like, he didn't say anything. And he kept continuing what he was doing, Balaram. And then seeing that he is just not being affected, Dhenukasura, and again he kicked him one more time. And this time Balaram was so furious. He was so angry with his behavior that he held his leg and he wheeled him. What did he do? He wheeled him. Imagine Dhenukasura, who's a very big giant demon. And Balram, how old are these brothers now? He's still in the age of Kaudanda, right? And he started to wheel him and then he slayed. And immediately when this happened, all the demons fled, all the other donkeys or the ass who were Dhenukasura's friend came running and they were so furious. Oh, someone killed our, friend and this is not possible. And they all started to attack the brothers. And we know they are not just ordinary cowherd boys. They are who? They are the divine brothers who entered this beautiful forest, beautiful Talawan. They started to slay one after the other. One after the other. They slayed everyone. You see here? You see the picture here? There's so many friends of Dhenukasura coming in. They've been slayed by both the brothers. So this is how Balaram actually slayed Dhenukasura. And to come to the moral part of this beautiful story, we understand that if someone has something to share, they should not be selfish and keep that particular thing to just for himself and that to not even use. In the case of Dhenukasura was not even using it, right? Was he eating the fruits? There is no mention of he eating the fruits. There is no mention of he sharing. He was actually not sharing. He was being so selfish. So with this story, we get a moral that if we have something which we can share, we should always very generously share. And all of you all have something very beautiful to share. Do you all know what you have? Guess what you have, Prisha? We all have one thing in common to share. Anish, do you know what you, I, Prisha, and Janav, all of us have to share, have got? And that's a treasure we can always share. That's something which has been given to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that is what? The beautiful, very beautiful Mahamantra. We all know Mahamantra, right? And we should always share this Mahamantra. Meaning we should, whenever you meet someone new, you should always tell them that, you know what? This is something very beautiful. And if you chant this, your life will be so more meaningful and beautiful, right? So can we all raise our hands up and once can we all say the Mahamantra up? Very good. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so you should not be selfish. Okay, so you all did not say. You have to say it, okay? Very good. Prisha, are you okay, beta? You okay? You feeling sleepy? You feeling sleepy? Oh, my baby. Okay. Did you like the story? Did you follow the story? Did you understand the story?
Okay.
Good. Anish, did you understand the story?
Yes.
Janav, did you understand the story?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. So if you all have understood and have followed it carefully, I think you all should be able to answer this beautiful questions. Let's get to the fun part. Are we ready for the fun part?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Can someone read the first thing here? Childhood. You can read from childhood.
Childhood, age up to 5 is Krishna, coming,
Kaumara.
Kamura, or
Paudanga.
Haubanga.
Yes. So we have been discussing this thing in the previous class also, we discussed today also. So childhood age up to 5. Up to 5. What was Krishna? Was he Paudanga? Did he attain the age of Paudanga, or was he still Kumara?
Kumara.
Someone answered it. Very good. Janav answered, and we have to clap for Janav, okay? Everybody please clap for Janav. Good job, Janav. And then next one. Prisha, would you be able to read? Or Anish, would you be able to read?
I don't know.
You can read it.
Okay. Childhood.
The second one.
The second one, beta.
Okay. Living
Entities.
entities in the main mode of darkness.
Ignorance.
Ignorance.
Obtain.
Obtain the bodies of.
Of what?
That's the question.
What bodies do they attain? The living entities who are in the mode of darkness or ignorance. They attain the bodies of what? We know they're always standing like this. What are those?
Trees.
Very good, Prisha. Okay, I don't see anyone clapping. You all have to clap for each other. Thank you, Jana. Thank you, Prisha. Okay, Anish, can you do the third one?
I don't know.
No, you can read this. Read this line.
Okay, the big forest of
Talavana
Talavana was full of trees. You know what?
What trees? Tala means what? What trees were there?
I don't know.
Yes, Janav just answered. Did you hear Janav answered?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I think he said palm trees.
Yes, very good. Can you clap for him? Good job. Okay. And then my turn, right? The demon Renukasura was present in the form of, let me think, I forgot.
Donkey.
Oh, really? Yes, you're right. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. You did it, Janav. Okay. And then the last one. Who wants to read this? Prisha wants to read it? Okay. Go ahead, beta. Here. Oh, you know, this point I did not, hold on, beta. So I missed this point while I was saying the story. Well, I want to say it now. So we understand. So it is said that, how Balaram could kill and how he can move the forest, which was almost like making so much of tremendous noise and all. It is said that he can do anything because the entire, the planet is resting on it. He is the Ananta Shesha. So he can do, he's the immediate incarnation which comes out. So he can definitely do it. Okay. And the question is coming from that particular thing. So yes, Prisha, I'm so sorry. I have to interrupt you. Yes, beta.
Is the person.
Read it, try.
Personality of Godhead known as
Ananta Shesha.
Ananta Shesha or
Madhava.
Madhava.
Yes. So is he Madhava or Anantasesha?
Anantasesha. Anantasesha.
Hari Hari, very good. Good job. You guys are rocking today. Good job. Can you all give a pat on your back like this? Everybody like this. Very, very good. Very, very good. Good job. Yes, Prisha, you have a question?
Are we gonna do our cooking time?
Yes, you want to straight go for your cooking part? You want to do shloka or no? What's the time? Let's see the time. I think we can do shloka. Can we do shloka? Are you all ready with your cooking items?
Yes.
Or do we have the ingredients ready?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prisha is ready. Anish, are you ready?
No.
Okay, so meanwhile, when we are learning shloka, can you ask Mataji, your mama, to get the things ready?
But we're not doing it today.
Mm,
For dance class.
we're going to make what I'm going to make. So someone is here and she's going to teach us how to make a cake in a mug and in a minute. So it's going to be 1 minute mug cake. And that is going to happen only when we do our shlokas. Okay, so the ingredients are in our message. And those who are not ready can ask Mama to quickly get the ingredients ready. And meanwhile, we will do our shloka and we'll get ready for that. Okay? Make sense?
Yes, Mataji.
Yay, good job. ठीक है, चलो. So, I am so loving your expressions, Prisha. Yes, Janav?
What is the ingredients for the cake?
Okay, the ingredients are, we would need sugar, we would need flour, that is the all-purpose flour. We would need cocoa powder if you have, otherwise we can most definitely avoid it. We need just a pinch of salt, which is available in everybody's home and kitchen. We need a pinch of baking powder. I'm sure that is also there in your mama's kitchen's pantry. Milk and butter.
Okay.
I think she has the list in the Mataji, Janav's mama.
Yeah.
The list is there in
Mataji, your voice is breaking. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Mataji. I think it says my internet connection is unstable. I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the shloka. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Fix it.
Just give me a moment, okay, bacha?
Hey everyone. So, Mataji is gone right now. I'm gonna teach you guys the shloka.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. So just repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
Jatasya hi duvormityor.
ठीक से बैठो.
Jatasya hi dhruvormrityor.
Chantasya.
Jatasya hi duvormityor. Duvam janmamritasya cha.
Rupam janma mritasya cha.
Duvam janmamritasya cha. Tasmat apahi harite.
Janav, I didn't get to hear it from you.
Tasmat api narite.
Tasmat apahi harite.
Tasmat harihi
Natvam sochitam arhasi.
natvam sochitam arhasi.
Very good. Okay. One time.
Jatasya hi duvormityor. Duvam janmamritasya cha.
Jatasya hi
Tasmat apahi harite. Natvam sochitam arhasi. Is that good with you guys, or do you want me to repeat it once more? That's good? Okay. Let's read the translation of this. So this translation is, one who has taken birth is sure to die, and after death, one is sure to take birth again. Therefore, in the unavoidable discharge of your duty, you should not blame it. So in the shloka, here, let's go to the purport. It is saying that one who has taken birth according to one's activities of life and finishing one term of activities, one has to die to take the next birth. In this way, one is going through the cycle of birth and death. And then here, it is saying that the battle of Kurukshetra, being the will of the Supreme Lord, was an inevitable event. So that means that this war at the Kurukshetra was supposed to happen. And it was the will of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So all of these people who were going to die and everything that was going on, that was all by the will of the Lord, and it all had a purpose to it. So that is what we learn in this shloka. And just as it says, one who has taken birth is sure to die, and the discharge of your duties, what you do, your duty, like your duty as a student, your duty as a devotee, basically, and all of these things, they all are unavoidable, especially when you're like a student or like anything like that. It's unavoidable, and therefore we should not limit. So this means that we should not like say, oh no, I can't do this, this is so hard, and we shouldn't be like that. We should always discharge our duty properly, and we should know that the one who has taken birth is sure to die. So that is what we learn here.
And then, yeah, we will get to the good part now. Who's ready to get to the good part now?
Me.
Baking time. Okay. Yes. I'll turn off the camera for a moment.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Yes.
Question time.
I'll get the thing there, please.
Yeah, I'll stop screen share.
ఇక్కడ కిచెన్ లోకి రండి కుకింగ్ బేకింగ్ చేయాలి మరి మరా మరి ఏ స్టూల్ తెచ్చుకో
No baking time.
Okay, are we ready? Okay, is it good?
Yeah. You can keep it like right here.
Here you go.
Okay, is everyone ready?
Milk.
Yes.
Okay.
So baking powder and that's butter.
So make sure you guys have your measuring spoons as well. You will need a 1 tablespoon, surely.
No, it's all measured. Don't touch it.
And make sure you guys have a mug, okay? And everything else that you need.
Answer.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
Yes, Mataji.
All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mug. Here. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your mug and make sure you have your tablespoons ready again. So just have that ready. And we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of sugar into this mug.
That is measured. So put it all in here. Take it.
So here I just have my sugar and I'm gonna take only 2 tablespoons. And this is 1. So that's 2 tablespoons of sugar in there. And then with the same spoon, because this is going to be clean for longer, you're going to take 3 tablespoons of flour.
Yes.
And you could just level it so it's exactly a tablespoon. And then you're going to do that 3 times. So here I'm just leveling.
I don't know. Let's see. Do you remember what is the total so far? Sugar and
Should I move on to the next step?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Jonathan, are you ready?
Yes, Mataji.
All right. So now you're gonna get your cocoa powder, and I'm just using this one. And this is something you should be careful with because cocoa powder can be really strong. And we're gonna put 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder first.
Or even less.
Or even less, actually.
If you don't have that.
And I'm only gonna put 1 because this makes it really strong. I'm just gonna put like a little bit more, not too much.
oh, okay. 2.
And then you're gonna get just a pinch of salt, and then you're just gonna put a pinch of salt in there.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay. And then once you have all of this ready, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a spoon or a fork and you're just gonna mix this together really well. So it should turn from a white to like a brownish chocolate color. You need to mix it really, really well. Always, like when you're baking, don't put too much salt. Salt is for smaller things. It's usually going to be like a pinch of salt. Other times for bigger things, it could be more, but make sure you follow the recipe when it comes to salt, because you don't want a salty dessert. And so this is how it should look like.
Everything is all
Chocolate for frosting.
Okay.
Now this.
Then you're gonna get your baking powder.
Wait,
It's really important, and put a pinch of baking powder into this.
Can you please help me? You mix it.
Yeah, you can mix it if you want to now. But what we're gonna do next actually is we're gonna put milk in here. Now, whenever you're putting milk into something that you're making in like a smaller thing, for example, like if you're just making a mug cake, then what I advise is that you have like something separate so you can pour the milk. So I have my milk in here, and then I'm just gonna measure out the milk.
Watch
And be
it.
really careful.
Don't let it fall. Yes. Okay.
So I'm just gonna hold it over this actually.
Do it.
And then that's one.
Can we eat this? Right now, I mean,
Yeah.
now this is a.
Okay, so just put it into here. This just makes it easier. And then this one's going to be 2.
No.
And then there's your 3rd.
Mix it back.
Okay. And then with this, you just need to mix. And make sure it doesn't have any lumps. If it has lumps, that's okay, because we're gonna fix that. So here's how you wanna mix it. You wanna go like up and down. And then if it gets stuck on the sides, you just go around it.
Mix it.
It's like mud.
This is really important because we poured a liquid into this, and this had mostly flour. So you don't want like flour in your dessert like all over. You want it mostly like a batter instead of floury. So you're gonna mix it really well.
Didn't apply these. Why is this like mud? I mean, it's not mud.
Yeah, it's batter. That's how it's supposed to be. That's good.
Batter. That's yummy. It's like batter.
Ask what is the name of this?
What is the name of this? What we're making?
This is mug cake.
Mug cake.
Mug cake. I thought it said mud cake, but it's mug.
Yeah, mug, because you're making it in a mug, right?
Yeah, mug. Okay.
And you can have this like, I used to make it during quarantine and it was really fun.
This.
No, wait, let it be inside. Let it be inside.
Oh, what?
Mix it well. Mix it.
So if you ever feel like having cake, you could just make this and you just have everything at home. So that's really nice.
Are we gonna put the butter now?
Yes, ma'am. So we're gonna put 2 tablespoons of butter. If you see, if like I know sometimes I didn't have butter, so I used ghee instead. Ghee works wonders, so I'd advise to use that. And then if you don't have that either, you can always use oil. Just make sure it's like vegetable oil and not olive oil because that's gonna be really good. And then we're gonna put 2 of these into here. What this is gonna do is it's going to make your batter smoother and our cake is going to be really moist.
Can you please help me? So hard.
Why don't you try first? And then I
did already.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna mix it. And it's gonna be kind of oily, but it's gonna be okay, don't worry. You just need to mix it until it is properly combined and it looks like a batter, except shiny. Because we put butter in it. Oh, I need to know, what type of cakes do you guys like? Chocolate cake, vanilla cake, what type?
I like strawberry cake.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Strawberry cake.
What about you, Jana?
Mine is good.
Yeah. What type of cake do you like?
Aluminum plate.
That's nice. Okay. So as soon as you're done mixing this, you could just stick this in the microwave for a minute.
How many minutes, Masaji? Like this one.
You just put it in the microwave and you put it for 1 minute.
Okay. Can I look?
Bring it out, put it in the microwave.
And that's all the cooking.